Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But they want him, and as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
2009 calendar to 2017 calendar. Senator, if you allow me to give you a explanation, I'm not really sure how this applies to OMB. Are you saying giggly or giggly?
Yeah, baby, let's go.
The decisions, the people around you can't do their job, and the American public loses faith in you, as it already has.
Spicer is in a terrible position. Somebody's going to ask cabinet secretaries, maybe because I'm raising it now, they're going to ask the Secretary of State. Right. Do you believe that there was 3 to 4, you're the Secretary of State, you ought to know these things. Do you think there was 5 million votes stolen by illegal people in the country illegally? Do you believe that's even slightly true? Right. Anyway, I got a question for you. According to your article in the Washington Post, quote, the turbulence and competing factors that were a hallmark of Trump's campaign have been transported to the White House. Some privately wonder whether Kellyanne Conway is now trying to undermine Sean Spicer. 2 people close to the transition also said a number of Trump's most loyal campaign aides have been alarmed by Jared Kushner's efforts to elbow aside anyone he perceives as a possible threat to his role as Trump's chief consigliere. And some Trump insiders have suggested tension between Conway and Reince Priebus, but she said that could not be, which is, of course she said that, but that's right, that's what everybody said. What is this about the craziness inside? Is this the way Trump wants it, can you tell? A lot of scrambling for the seat. In fact, you said in your piece they're even fighting over office space.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is Donald Trump's deliberate management style. Not only did you see this in the campaign, you heard this from people who worked with him in business, and he does that. He establishes, I wouldn't say a team of rivals the way President Obama did, but I would say competing power centers who are constantly vying for each other, against each other, and vying for his attention. And I think he seems to think that sort of out of the muck and the chaos can come some great ideas, but it is a very stressful work environment for these people on a daily basis.
This isn't Secretary Seward against Salmon Chase. No. These are White House people. This isn't that deep. But who's going to mess with the son-in-law? Right. I mean, that's
no one.
At the end of the day, he's going to be there.
That's the line. That's the line. Proximity.
Although Mussolini executed his son-in-law. Well, there are precedents.
There's precedents for that. But the reality is proximity. And it's not just proximity of office space. It's proximity to the ear of the president. And the reality of it is that's going to be a huge challenge for the chief of staff. Because at the end of the day, he and he alone is the one who that has that final space in tradition of the office. That is not the case.
Is Reince Priebus strong enough actually to tell the rest of the staff, stop talking to the press, stop talking to you about this inside? He hopes not. Can he do it? Does he have the clout?
I don't think he does, because one of the reasons he's risen so far in the Trump organization is by sort of taking what flows downhill. He's sort of a good soldier in a way, but he hasn't gotten to where he is by standing up to Donald Trump.
Will have a first as they get him to the ground at the 37. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks.
How
about the protection
Come on,
detail?
don't make that
They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's a gain of 14 there.
Yeah,
and it'll be first down, Saints.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Breeze to throw on second down.
Oh, that was a glitch. That was a glitch right there. Whoa.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now they'll run. And he's going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The air game is taking them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot.
But they're not going to make no touchdown on me.
And fire out and create some space in the run game.
Made no touchdown on me.
And he is in for...
Oh, let's see that. One more time.
Score, touchdown, New Orleans. Duke Johnson taking it in from 4 yards.
Okay. So let's see that and replay. Goo. Like he was open. Like the ball was right there. He didn't have to do all that.
Out, and the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
It sucks.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score.
That's not supposed to do my
On the return, the old reliable Dan Hester, the veteran.
Dang it! I forgot it's not basketball.
This drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out.
And really knows how to inspire his team.
We train this, we even practice.
On first down.
Get it! No! I pushed R1. I pushed R1.
Losing 8 on the sack there.
And
it's 2nd down.
Happened.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah,
Blitzing, no.
It's
blitzing, no. He can get this.
Blitz.
He can catch.
Think that the
He
screen
can freaking catch.
against the blitz. If you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen,
Coach,
that
y'all
allows
need
your
to listen
blitzers
to
to get there.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Come on. What down? 3rd down.
3rd and long here.
Oh, get that! Get it! Get it! Stick it! Oh, please. Please do a Hail Mary. I need y'all to do a Hail Mary. See, I can do this Hail Mary.
Y'all
do Hail Mary.
They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Hard. Do this Hail Mary. Do this Hail Mary.
They're going to go for it.
Now I know. Come on.
On 4th
That was
down,
Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Get it. No. What the frick? What the frick?
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10.
Be right back.
Now onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
Mom.
And he's got him. It's
Okay, guys, I'm back.
Caught in the end zone, touchdown, New Orleans.
They made a touchdown.
Johnson, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough.
Oh, they got it. Please don't make it.
They had to go to the monitor.
Come on, no!
Technology is for
Flag on who? Flag on who? Flag on who? Oh. Dang. Yeah.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and
get it. Go.
And recover. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Rivers, complete, Starks on the screen.
I missed him out. Let's go. Hold on, what did I do? What did I just do?
On the 37.
I think the best offense is low.
What did I just do? What did I do? Oh. Let's go.
To get the ball to the running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. It's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you lose in the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Sorry, y'all should have seen that dude.
There, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd.
Y'all should have seen that dude right there. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Let me go to him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that dude right there. That dude is not right there. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that moon. Oh, he was trying to elbow me. Look at that. He's trying to elbow me. Look at that. Look at the elbow right there. Look at the elbow. He tried to give me a
down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock.
Go!
Try and set up the screen.
Go!
And he'll be taken down at the 45. 36-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for.
No! No, timeout.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
I have to see that.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I have to see this. Everybody was blocking fine, but the first time I was right there. I did not pass that.
First down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
But that's impossible.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go. Throwing Hundley. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Hundley.
Let's go!
They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Help me!
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No. This is a good sandwich, but that football went out of bounds. And it through the chest.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
No, move!
Surveying
move!
the field.
My move! My move! My move!
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Margus Hunt able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. Colton Schmidt now to kick it away. Third-year man out of UC Davis, just a stone's throw from Sacramento. Back deep is Devin Hester. He gets it away. It's a high hanger.
Good for the ball.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And trying back out there now, this Saints defense.
I missed a touchdown.
And they were able to halt them last time on 4th down was a great stand. They'll be looking for another stand here.
To be able to stand up against someone trying to go for it on 4th down, because obviously they went for it because they thought that they could get it, that they thought they had the right play call. Didn't happen. They're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves going forward and flexing the rest of this game.
And the offense will be trying to prevent that flex on this drive. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Rivers. That is in.
Exactly pitch wide.
Looking for James Starks out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Rivers.
Come on!
Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense.
Dang!
The defense
I ain't even nothing right.
Breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers.
Come on, come on!
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Oh! Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, so.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. Now they get set to line up as we resume action. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. DeMaurice Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run here. This is James.
I didn't know where I'm going.
They'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I can our first preseason match. Okay. Well, so much for the halftime report.
Let's go.
Finish a Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands right to the tight end. Nice position, just like they do it in practice.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers.
Let's go!
Let's go! The contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Punt! I thought it was first time! What the fuck? I'm not punting. Come on, dude, give me something.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're
Come on! No, stop walking! No!
And now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
Thank you.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's going to be brought
Flat,
down.
that's flat right there.
Back at his
Flat,
own
he hold me.
6-yard
He
line.
hold me. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah! We're down on 6. I'm declining the turnover. Turnover. I said the
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is...
I'm here. Let's play replay.
his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Sorry about the background.
But when you have that type of height,
you can hear it.
he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top,
What?
which saves him.
What the freak? He can catch!
He completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
No, time
Matt
out.
Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, inside.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Okay.
They're going to run. Starts.
Man.
32, good enough for a first down. It'll be a 2.
You've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a first down.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Rivers is dropped. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the
He
football.
dropped it. That's going to be a fumble.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play
Oh,
call.
we have to make this first
He just
down.
ran that one.
Oh, we're
Nice
not going to
angle
score.
route.
Oh, we're not going to make the Super Bowl. Oh, this is pregame.
Usually it
Yeah,
is.
this is
And running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running
Yeah,
back, but
this
he's
is
got
pregame,
hands. He should have caught it. Oh, and a bad throw
Yeah,
there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing, Hundley. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Hundley. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Okay, guys. We have that. I wonder how many players I got.
They come out here in the eye. Johnson on the counter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw here.
Oh, guess what? You didn't pick it. Oh, 21-0. Man, my team so.
So
So,
Travis
I'm gonna
Coons
put.
on for the field goal
This is
try.
just a
That's
connect
from
pressure.
25 yards out. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
Okay, guys.
So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head
subscribe
coach, you're
and hit
happy
the
to
like
come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
10 likes on this video, please. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
Coons back out now to kick.
Maybe some early anecdotal information. MoveOn.org